Good morning, everybody. Hello, and how are you? So here we are. It is December the 5th, 2023, and I will today be opening Advent Calendar doors number 5 on both my my Galaxy. Whoops, dear oh dear, knocking everything down. My Galaxy Advent Calendar, and I will also be opening door number 5 on my Crafter's Companion calendar. But I'm just going to have a little chit chat first, see who's coming. Hello there, Sarah from Melbourne, Australia. I did mention last night to my brother about you being in Australia. He's got a very packed schedule. Not sure whether he would be able to link up with you, but we'll see. Hello, Laura. Nice to see you. How are you doing? It's a bit of a chilly morning again here, but I'm not going to get chilled today because I'm going to be in the flat, in the warm. Hello, Debs. Nice to see you coming in. Debs is coming in from YouTube. Laura coming in from Facebook. Sarah coming in from Facebook. So lovely to see you all here. And I I had some shenanigans last night. Yes, Sarah. They've got a very, very packed schedule. For those of you watching in, Sarah lives in Melbourne, Australia, and my brother and his wife are going to Melbourne, Australia, because I have family there. And but they've got time in Australia and time in Taiwan, and it's going to go so fast. Hi, Nikki. Nice to see you. Where are you coming in from, Nikki? I know Laura's coming in from the Isle of Wight and Sarah's coming in from Melbourne. Debs, I've forgotten where you are. I know you're towards the north somewhere. I don't know how far north you are. I know once when I saw a sign that it said St Albans and the north, the northerners didn't like it because it's too far south, but I don't know where the divide is. Anyway, just thought I'd hop on here, and I'm going to do the advent calendars in a minute, but I'll have a little chat first and tell you about the shenanigans that I was doing last night. So last night I had been I'd been prepping for my craft workshop that I do on a Friday down in the it's in the Newport and Carisbrooke Community Council building, and it's a warm hub set up by Isle Access, a charity that supports people with disabilities, both physical and mental. And there's a warm hub set up on a Friday morning where they can come in for coffee and chat. And also, if they want to, they can do some free craft shops stuff. Oh, Cambridgeshire. Okay, thank you, Debs. You're coming in from Cambridgeshire. South first. Okay. So I have volunteered to run these workshops on this Friday morning, and on every Friday morning in the warm hub where I'm available. I think there's a couple of times when I'm going to be doing family things, so I won't, but somebody else is going to step in. But I need to prep the stuff, and I need to prep it earlier than I've been prepping it, so that they can put pictures up to attract more people to the free workshops. So yesterday I was prepping. Whoops, let me show you. It's a bit too long. I need somebody here to hold the other end. So I was prepping my bunting, and I don't know if you can see it. It's the background's embossed with snowflakes and mistletoe and various lovely winter bits and pieces. And I was prepping this. Hello, Emma. Yes, I'm okay, thank you. Hope you're okay too. You're coming in from YouTube. So I was prepping this bunting. Oh dear, my eye is coming off. Better get the glue out and stick that on. And the lovely background for this, the embossing folder that I've oops, can you see? The embossing folder that I've used on the star is out of the 12 Days of Christmas from Crafter's Companion. And anybody who wants to join Crafter's Companion, if you're a crafter, I've got the link running along the bottom there. It is a little affiliate link. I do get a few pennies if anybody joins by that, but I'm sure, if anybody of you want to join, then just go on there and see. It's there's some amazing things they do. Anyway, I had just finished prepping this, And I don't know if you can see behind me, there's some, whoops, this side. There's some stars up on the wall. So I've been making little things to go on the Christmas tree. This is all Crafters Companion equipment. I don't only use Crafters Companion, but I do use a lot of it. So I was making little things like this to go on the Christmas tree for this week's workshop. And I'd just taken the picture and I just sent it across to Jan so that she could put it up online to promote the workshop. And my brother rang me. It was 7 o'clock in the evening and my brother rang me. And he said, "Where are you?" I said, "Well, I'm at home. Where should I be?" And I totally forgot that I was supposed to be at a Christmas dinner in Cowes, which is half an hour drive away from my house. And they were just all sitting down to dinner. It's his Full Gospel Men's group that they meet up once a month for a meal, and the ladies are invited to go to the meal too. Only I totally forgot. Hello, Sally. Yes, I'm well, thank you. Sarah's loving the cuteness of these little. These are so gorgeous. This comes out of this set. Look, it's there's a set like this, and there's a set of Nativity the same, and they are multimedia dies, so you can cut them in paper and card, or you can cut them out of fabric, felt, whatever. I got the Nativity set as well, which I must get out as well. So there's Sally, friend of mine from the island. I am well, Sally, thank you. But I had a little mental blip last night, so totally forgot that I was supposed to be at this dinner in Cowes. So it had been paid for. My brother was treating me to go to it. So I hung up the phone on him. I said, "I'll get there as quickly as I can." I rang Ride Taxis and said, "Have you got a taxi that can be with me within 10 minutes?" And in fact, the taxi was with me in 11 minutes. Not bad at all, was it? So, as I say, it's half an hour drive away. But my brother said, "No, I didn't miss my meal. I didn't miss it at all, Debs, because my brother knew I was coming. He spoke to the kitchen, and they kept my dinner warm. And so I got in the taxi, but it was a bit of a faffle getting in the taxi. Anyway, he had like a minibus, so he put my trolley, Navy Nora, the trolley that helps me walk, but it's like a shopping trolley as well. He put that lying down on its side in the back of the vehicle. It was like a minibus, and I sat in the front. Now, when I was in a bit of a fluff getting in because of course also not only had I only got 10 minutes, but I also had to change and get ready because there was no way I was ready to go out to a function when I'd been sitting crafting here doing all these bits and pieces and thinking I was going to be crafting all evening. So I scrabbled around and sort of give a quick wash and smarten up a bit, and then the taxi was there very quickly, which was amazing. Sarah's saying she's done that before, and then she totally forgot to go to a friend's 40th. You was home in your pajamas. I thought it was the following week. Oh no! So did you completely miss it, Sarah? I didn't. So because my brother rang me, I didn't miss it. So anyway, so I got in the taxi and I got in the front, and I knew I put something down on the seat, but I was all in a bit of a fluff, So anyway, we get going. And I say to the taxi driver, "Oh, I don't know where my phone is." So he said, "Would you like me to?" Oh, Sarah completely missed it for friend's birthday. Oh, I hope your friend is very understanding. If it's a good friend, then they'll be very understanding. So anyway, I said to the taxi driver, "Oh, I don't know where my phone is." So he said, "Shall I ring it?" So I gave him the number and he rang it. So we heard it ringing in the taxi. So I assumed it was in Navy Nora in the back of the taxi because that's where it sounded like the sound was coming from for me. So anyway, then we pootle on our way. We get partway along and my phone starts ringing. And of course I can't answer it because I think it's in Navy Nora in the back. Well, I thought it was, but it was And I assumed it was David checking up on me. I assumed that's what the phone call was. But a bit further down the road, I asked the taxi driver to pull in and see if he could get my phone out of my Navy Nora. Well, he stopped. Don't forget that the cab's running. You know, this is costing me. So anyway, he looked in Navy Nora. He said, "Well, it's not here." I said, "Well, it's in the vehicle somewhere because we heard it." So anyway, I think he rang it again. Did he ring it again? Yes. I don't know whether he rang it again. No, but we looked, and it is what I had put on the seat, but it had slid down the side of the seat and towards the back, and it sounded like it was coming from the back. So we retrieved the phone, and then I was good to go. Sarah says that her friend she was, thank goodness, okay about it. I mean, the thing is, I've been more forgetful since I was ill last year. I don't know whether it's just because I'm getting older as well, or I don't know, but it just completely went. I remembered on Saturday because I said to David, "See you on Monday night," because they were talking about seeing me on Thursday, and I said, "Oh, well, I'll see you on Monday first." Anyway, I nearly didn't, but as it happened, I did. So there we go. So that was. That was the shenanigans of the journey, and the taxi driver got me there, and he was able to drive right up to the front of where the function was, and then I was there and in, and as soon as I got in, they bought me my lovely starter, and then they bought me my main meal. And by the time I finished my main meal, I'd caught up with everybody else because, of course, they'd been slow to sit down, and then my brother had rung me, and it had taken a while for them to have their starters and that. So I actually caught up by the time the dessert was served, and it was a full Christmas dinner, which I'm not quite sure. I didn't know how to count it for my Slimming World thing, so I thought, well, I'm just have that and then back straight on plan today. Because when I booked my Christmas dinner, I actually wasn't doing Slimming World. So there we go. So this is Deb's doing this. This, yes. If you've got loose bits of dried glue off your fingers, tell them it's snowflakes. Absolutely. Yes, I do use glue. I put glue on my hand deliberately sometimes because if I have a sentiment like this, whoops, can you? Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Let's put it in. Let's put it there. So if you have a sentiment like that says happy birthday, and I've put it upside down, but never mind. In order to stick that on a card, you can either use our dotty glue, which you do on the back very carefully, and it will put glue only on the card, not on the gaps, or lots of glue would fill in the gaps, and then you'd have a very messy, gluey sentiment. But what I sometimes do is I put glue on the back of my hand, and then I dab it just like that on there, and then put it on there. And then, of course, you've got all that flaky glue. Michelle says how she likes Michelle, who's a presenter on Crafters Companion, says how she likes to do that, and she loves doing that. But as I say, sometimes I use dotty glue, but often I will put it on my hand. Sorry, the little bits haven't quite all popped out. Oops, now I've dropped it. Right, okay. So since we have quite a few people in now, let me just have a little swig of my water. I'm just going to show you something that made me smile, and I just had to buy it. I might have shown you before, but it is a little whoops, oh dear. It is a little desk vacuum cleaner. Now look at this. I think I did show it the other day. It's a desk vacuum cleaner, so when all your bits are on your desk, you can switch this on. Can you hear it? Sarah Brown says she loved my stories. I do try to entertain. I always have shenanigans, and before COVID, Sarah, I used to travel all over the country going to see my children on the train, or I'd go off on the train on my own with my trolley all loaded up with my stuff, and my audience loved it because something always happened. Like I would be directed to platform 1, and then they'd announce that my train was leaving from platform 8 in 2 minutes, and there's no way I could get there. sorts of shenanigans happened to me when I was doing that. Now, of course, I don't travel around the country. My children come and get me, but other shenanigans happen to me instead, as you can tell. So anyway, so this is the lovely Crafter's Companion desk vacuum cleaner, and it gets presented this way on the screen, but some people have what they've done. Well, what Ben did, he used that as a nose and he put googly eyes on it, on the program. He put googly eyes so it looked like face. So now there's a competition for everybody to glam their little desk vacuum cleaners up and make them very glamorous. And one of the ladies, one of the viewers like me, she's put amazing eyelashes here, because we've just had a kit out that was called the Wild Heart collection, and it had makeup on it and it had the most amazing eyelashes. So she put eyelashes on it too. So I'm gonna jazz this up. But also there's this little gadget, and it goes in the bottom like this. And they reckon it looks like Nunu off the Night Garden. See, so that's for getting in the keyboard, cleaning out your keyboard or whatever, wherever, all those little nooks and crannies. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you that because I just thought it was a bit of fun. And I've got far too much mess on my desk for just a tiny little vacuum cleaner like that, but never mind. So Sarah's saying, oh, you got one, amazing. I think they have sold out. Did you see people are now putting Google eyes on them and put faces on? Yeah, absolutely. All right, you were typing as I was speaking. Yes, so they've made the most amazing faces on them. And Sally's saying, what a cute little vacuum cleaner. Well, I bought this vacuum cleaner just after I'd actually bought a big vacuum cleaner, and I think I told this story the other day. But I needed a new vacuum cleaner. I don't have a huge amount of carpet in my flat, but I do need a vacuum cleaner, obviously, to keep it tidy, especially since the bits of card go everywhere. They walk everywhere, and I get it everywhere. So I needed a vacuum cleaner, and I didn't want an all singing, dancing one. I wanted the basic bog standard vacuum cleaner, and I found a Hoover, an actual Hoover, the make, so I put it in. I decided, normally in the past I would have bought from Amazon, but because I've got the Top Cashback link and I get cashback on stores, a lot of the stores now, and let me give you my cashback link. If anybody wants to join cashback, let's see if I can find the cashback link and give you that, because it's so worthwhile. Wait a minute, there it is. So if you if you're in the UK, I think Australia's coming on board shortly, but I don't know if it's on board yet. But Top Cashback gives you cashback on things you buy. When my son introduced it to me last February, I sort of got cracking and had a look, and on most of my shopping I can get some money back. And why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't you do that? I'm buying things anyway, and since last year, actually in cashback, I've had quite a lot of money. Sarah, take the link from here. Take the link, or I'll send it to you separately, and see if it will come up in Australia. I know they said they were going into Australia, but not sure if they're there yet. So basically, when you buy your shopping, you go through the Top Cashback site. You can't do it on the app. You have to do it on the computer, and you go in through that, and then find the store that you want to shop in, and do your shopping, and then it gives you cash back. Well, so normally I would have bought a vacuum cleaner from Amazon, but because I got cash back, I decided, because I've got linked to that, I thought, let's have a look. So I looked around and I found one in Argos, and so I put it in my basket. And here's a trick, folks: don't always buy everything straight away. Put it in your basket and leave it. Now, I know that Martin Lewis, the money expert, gave this as a top tip the other day, but I'd already done it in the past. And, you know, I put this vacuum cleaner in my basket, in my shopping basket, and then I didn't buy it that day. I was, you know, still thinking about it, contemplating it. When I came back the next day, they said, "Oh, this is in your basket. We'll give you £6 off of this." So then I was going to buy it, wasn't I? Because they were going to give me £6. I was going to buy it anyway. So they gave me six. So it was originally £77, and then they gave me £6 off. But before I bought it, Top Cashback had one of their quick deals that they do. Sometimes they do a deal that's if you do a qualifying order today in one of our retails with one of our retailers, we'll give you, if you spend more than £5, we'll give you £2 in your cashback account. So I got £2 for my cashback account. So I got £6 off because they gave me a voucher. £2 because Top Cashback were doing the £2, you know, special deal that day. And I got some cash back on. I can't remember how much cash back I got, but I got something from the cashback as well. So it is worth investigating, folks. It does take a bit of time. And of course, I'm retired and I've got time to do these things. But I did my Morrison's shop this week. And on my Morrison's food shopping, and I stocked up the cupboards, I got £6.30 back, you know, just for doing my shopping that I was going to do anyway. So it doesn't make any sense not to investigate it, really. So there you are, folks. Have a look and see. So Sarah, Deb says she likes a little keyboard cleaner. Sarah's going to look out for it. So as I say, Sarah, I will. Oops, sorry, I don't know why we got B there. Anyway, so that's all, you know, all the fun things that I wanted to bring to you. So this afternoon I am going to be after this broadcast I will go on to Crafters Company. I will watch. Oh, you'll be right back, Sarah. That's what she's saying. So I must. This is what I was going to do last night, but when I suddenly realised I was supposed to be at a dinner, so I didn't do it. But I need to finish off all these cards in this basket. So well, they're not all in here, but I have done 20 bases for 20 Christmas cards, and they're these pop-up cards. And if you weren't on here yesterday, let me just show you how these work. Let's get one. Whoops, let's see. Let's get one. Oh, right, okay, I don't think. I was just, oh, yeah, yes, let's get the blue one. So they start off like that. It starts off as a piece of A4 card, all right? Oh, no, I haven't got a piece of A4 card. So it's a piece of A4 card, and you cut it and you score it down on a scoreboard, and then you cut it and fold it, and then you pop inside, I don't know if you can see, 3 little pieces of card. And so you get to this stage. Now, hello, Jack's Adventures. Hi, Jack. Nice to see you coming in there from YouTube. Lovely. Brilliant. So you've got, there's your card. And when it's all finished, you squash it flat and put it in an envelope. When it comes out of the envelope, it pops up as a box again. Now, I will show these when I finish them, but of course I haven't got any of them finished at the moment. So I will decorate them up. So this one is a bit more advanced. I've put some lovely, don't know if you can see it. It's embossed with that lovely embossing folder. Can you see the embossing on there? So I've put that on. I'm going to put some blue panels on here. And then I'm going to get some acetate, and I don't buy the acetate. I use all my packaging, and I don't steal it either. Hi, Hazel, nice to see you. Hazel coming in from Australia as well. That's lovely. We've got the Australia Brigade in. How am I doing, Jack? I'm doing fine. So Hazel coming in from YouTube as well. So so when they get to this stage, then I'm going to decorate here. Then I'm going to get some acetate. And I use all the stuff off the packaging that comes around, all things I buy, all sorts of things have packaging. These little tape runners, they come in that plastic, they come in an acetate bubble. So I cut all those bits up into little strips, and then I put them in here, and then I put little bits and pieces on them. It might be I did one of these as a toolbox, so I had all sorts of tools popping out. I've done them as flower with floral bits. I've done them with hearts. I've done them with balloons for birthdays. I've done a Spider-Man type one. Right, okay, so Sarah said, oh, You didn't waste any time, did you? She says she's back. She just signed up for cashback, but not getting any further. It's not taking postcode. We'll wait a while to see if I can do it another time. Absolutely. So I know they said they were going to do it, Sarah. Perhaps it's not actually established yet. Sarah's saying hello to Hazel. They're watching on different channels, so that's why I'm bringing the comments up, because if you're on Facebook you can't see the YouTubers comments, and if you're on YouTube you can't see the Facebook comments, but I can share them. So anyway, so this is my project for today. I've got to get 20 of these finished. Well, I might not have to finish them today, but I would like to finish them today so that project can be handed over, and then I can get on with other things. And so I'm going to be cutting out lots of little things, Christmas stockings. I've got a lovely little Santa and his sleigh that I could cut out and pop out of one of them. I asked, did they want 20 the same or 20 different? And they want them all different. Hence why I've cut so many different colours out. But I actually sat on my bed the other day and did this, and I absolutely love making these up. It was a bit like a factory, line coming through, but I didn't mind, and I do enjoy it. I've got the right tools. I've got guillotines and trimmers, and I've got a thing that rounds the corners. Look, I do like rounding my corners off, so I've got a corner rounder. I've got a hole punch somewhere which seems to have done a bunk, but when I needed to make a hole in here to put that thread through, I just used my pokey tool, because then it poked a hole in it and that was all right, so I didn't need to do that. So so this is what my day looks like today, and I'm going to have great fun making every one of those different. So I really do enjoy, can you tell I enjoy all this? And then I was going to just show you, what was I going to show you, and I've forgotten. Oh, I know. And the other thing that I will be doing, right, oh, Sarah's now popped onto YouTube. It's Sarah from Melbourne, Australia, so she's jumped onto YouTube, so she and Hazel can chat in the comments, as well. So that's lovely. It's lovely. So just now I heard something land on my mat at my front door, and it was a pack of photo prints. And this is another thing that I can give people a link for, because somebody once gave me the link for this, and it means I can get 45 photographs, and all I do is pay for the postage once a month. And I want lots of photographs, because I'm going to be I'm not going to say what it is I'm doing, because in case any of my family watching, but I'm going to do something for Christmas with photographs of my family, and I will divulge it after they've got their presents. But basically, look, that's my boy. That's my two boys. I'm not going to show you all the photographs because we don't share the children. That was my firstborn on his 48th birthday, which he had last month. So, and I made him a card. So, and anyway, I'm not going to show any more because the children on. But what I wanted, some of these, I'm going to make. Oh, I might actually get some larger ones, but some of these I'm going to make into jigsaws, because with Crafters Companion, we were able to buy the cutouts to make jigsaws. So I can make a jigsaw of this. Actually, I did have larger ones before. I can make it with this size, but I have got larger photographs as well, and I made jigsaws. And I've got different jigsaws. I've got jigsaw cutters that will cut just like straight pieces, like a simple jigsaw, and I've got abstract ones that are all different shapes that cut, to make the jigsaws. And I made some jigsaws last Christmas, or whenever it was, and we had a family gathering at my sister's, and I gave it to myself. Oh, it must have been her birthday last year, I think. So her birthday's the same as my son's that I just showed you, and she took forever to make this. Oh, I think maybe it was Easter. I can't remember. She took forever to do this jigsaw. I thought, why is she taking so long to do the jigsaw? It was a 30-piece jigsaw, and adults usually can do that. Then I realised it was the abstract one, and it was so difficult because the shapes. When it's a square shape, it's easy, isn't it? But when you've got the little jigsaw bits that poke out, and you've got an abstract design, it's quite tricky. So some of these will be made into jigsaws, so that will be a lot of fun. So anyway, let's have a look. Right, so Sarah and Hazel chatting about where they are in Melbourne. Deb says she thought of me earlier talking of acetate. She bought a 25 centimetre by 50 centimetre steel mesh from B&Q to make a toaster sheet for a picnic stove. Sharp edges. Now comes in a huge acetate bag. Absolutely. I don't waste any of that acetate. As you can imagine, even that, something like that comes in a funny obviously the shape of the acetate goes round that. But these bits that go round that edge, no good. But these bits, I cut across there into little strips. Nothing wasted. Recycle, recycle, recycle. So there we go. So, right. Let's now. Shall we progress to the Oh, Sarah's watching. Sarah's multitasking. She's watching on YouTube and Facebook. But if I'm not finished in 15 minutes, she'll then be hopping over to multitask and watch Crafter's Companion as well. But I might be finished by then. I'll see. So I haven't had time yet to make anything with the things that have come out of the Advent calendar for the last 4 days, because obviously I've been busy doing the assignments that I need to do. Let's go with the Galaxy one first. This is the one my daughter sent me, and all of this is chocolate, and the chocolates are 1 sin on Slimming World, so I can have my chocolate and just count it as 1 sin. And she was very good. She sent me this because she sends me this every year. It's one of the ones that I can have. I have dietary requirements, and I don't have things with wheat in, and so I have to be careful. And this doesn't have wheat in it. Most Galaxy doesn't have wheat in it. So so she sent it to me. She didn't want to not send it to me, but she sent it to me with a note saying that they're 1 sin, and the big one on Christmas Eve, which is there, counts as 4.5 sins because it's a much bigger one. So let's find number 5. Where is door number 5? There it is. Whoops. So on there's a little present on the flap. And let's see what's inside. What shape? Sorry, I have to go like this. I've got a sore thumb on my left hand, and it makes doing this sort of thing very difficult. So what have I got? Whoops, let's have a look. Oh, it's a teddy bear. A little chocolate teddy bear, which I shall put there and I'll have with my coffee when I finish the broadcast. So there we go. So now it comes to the guessing game, folks. The guessing game. What do you think is in door number 5? And it's nice to see Sarah and Hazel chatting there about where they live, or where they lived. Hazel's in one Turner. How do you say that? 1 Turner South. And Sarah says she knows where she used to live in Mitcham, which obviously is just nearby. So there we go. So okay, folks. So door number 5. Let me show you. Oh, here it is. I'm going to give you a clue. The shape. It might help you. This is the shape. Look, it's long and thin. It goes there and round. It's that shape. What on earth? I'll tell you what, I'll open it and then you can see what shape it is, and it might give you a clue. I have a bit of a guess as to what it might be. Wait a minute, let me put my finger in and... Oh, it's ripped a bit of the next door down, but only the paper off the top. So that is the shape of today's item, and I think I know what it might be. So what do you... I'm having a feel too. What do you think that is? Sarah, hello Ailey, nice to come in. Sarah says she thinks it's a glitter glue. Sarah, I think you could be right. It's that sort of shape. It looks like that sort of shape that might... Anybody else think it's glitter glue? Anybody else think it's a pencil? Anybody else think it's a... I don't know. Nobody else guessing? If you're not guessing, I'm going to open it up. Let me, nobody else is guessing, so let's open it up and see. Here we go. And you see. Sorry, I'm going to have to do it with the other hand because my thumb is sore. Can't get it out. What she put? Guest greeting. Right. Look, it is 3D glitter glue. What a nice present. Aren't there some lovely things in this calendar? I so love having this calendar because I know that everything in it is going to aid my crafting, and it's such fun. So that is door number 5. So after I've watched Crafter's Companion from 11 till 1, I will then go over to Craig Laird's channel. Craig Laird is one of the presenters on Crafter's Companion, and he does a video for every door. So I don't watch his video until I've opened the door on here, and he's made some lovely things with the things from day 1, 2, 3, and 4. And today he will be doing something with glittering. So I will watch that later. And then I will try today to make some things with some of the things out of my advent calendar. But my priority is to try and get this order of Christmas cards finished. Let me just tell you where door number 6 is, and you can be having a think about what you might think will be in tomorrow's. Door number 6, it goes down. It's quite a big one. It's down and round and down and across and up. So it's quite a big one for number 6. They're all different shapes and all different sizes. It's quite interesting. So I'm going to put that away now. And so it's got to put it over there. Bye, Sally. Nice to see you in the broadcast. Take care. Sarah's saying yay because she guessed right. But you see, she would know the sort of things that we might get in Crafter's Companion because she's a Crafter's Companion community member too. What can't you make with glitter glue? I don't know. I think you glitter anything and everything. The other day I was using some glitter. Oh, on my train, I made my train. Oh, my wheels have fallen off this side. Never mind. We'll show you this side. Right. Okay. So when I made this train the other day, which I copied from Michelle McCarthy from Crafter's Companion, she did a craft along, and lots of us have since made this train, and it's got a box there designed for a chocolate orange, but it could be a bath bomb or something like that. And there's a door there that was designed for an big aero bar, but you could put other things in. Of course, I'm on Slimmer's World now, so I'm not going to do that. But I put the card on and then decided that I needed glitter on it. So all along here, where this glitter, can you see where the glitter is all around the edges? I put red liner tape on first, which is sticky, and then so that's sticky, and then I put the glitter on there. But I did it on the end of my breakfast bar and I got glitter everywhere. And you know what? I did it a week or so ago, and I've only just cleared the glitter up from the end of the breakfast. I had enough space on the breakfast bar not to worry about it, but I've only just cleared it up. But I only just cleared it up ready to make mess with more glitter. So bye YouTube. You just wanted to come in and say hi to all you, and Hazel, so nice to meet another Aussie. I will actually, Hazel was originally from the UK, Sarah, but I don't know whether she calls herself an Aussie now. Do you, Hazel? So there we go. And Ailey saying very nice. How much was the calendar? Well, the calendar, I can't remember what I paid for it, but its original price was I certainly didn't pay the original price. I paid for it when it was on offer back in September, and its original price was something like £50 or £60. The value of the goods inside is amazing. If you add all that up, it's amazing. So I knew I was going to get good value. So I bought it when it was on offer in September. And I didn't buy it it was first of all on, I think, QVC, but I didn't buy it from QVC. I wanted to buy it from Crafter's Companion with my 20% discount on top of whatever price they put it at. And because I'm a platinum member, I've accrued enough loyalty points to be on the top level of discount. Surprise, surprise. And at the end of December, they take off 1,500 points for you to remain platinum for all of next year. But I've got enough platinum points to remain platinum for about the next 6 years, I think. Because sometimes when you buy, they give you double points, triple points, and everything you buy has points, loyalty points. So, you know, a lot of us have accrued a huge amount of points. Anyway, so I would have bought it, you know, when it was on an offer. I didn't want to leave it in case it got onto a better discount. But they did, you know, you can take the chance and think, oh, I'll wait and see if it goes down. But what might happen is it goes out of stock and then they don't repeat it. Bye, Debs. Nice to see you. Bye. So they may not actually have any in stock. So I bought it in September. I wanted to guarantee it, and then I put it up on the top of my cupboard. Some of the Crafters Companion people can't wait. They opened theirs straight away. But, you know, I didn't want to know. I didn't want to see any spoilers. And when Craig was, when they were talking in the studio about it, they did open one or two doors, and they said, if you don't want to see what's in the calendar, turn away now. So I turned away and I didn't see. So it's all a secret. And I'm not watching. I'm doing my broadcast in the morning now because Craig is putting his videos up, and I don't want to accidentally click onto his video and then realize that I've spoilt my surprise. So that's why I'm doing 10:15 now to do these. So anyway, it's lots of fun. So they did come down. They were in the recent sale, but that's because they had some left over. So I did manage to get one or two bargains, and I managed to pass those bargains on to friends who hadn't managed to get one, and then I was able to sell them on as a special, you know, as a deal to my friends. And in fact, they got theirs cheaper than I got mine, but I didn't mind because that's the name of the game. Anyway, folks, it is nearly 11 o'clock. I would love to go and watch Crafters Companion. We've had quite a chat. I sort of need to get on, make my cards. So when I've made the cards that I'm going to this whole lot of cards, I will put them up online. I then have a very special card to make for somebody this week, and it's somebody who's been helping me a lot with clearing stuff away to the tip. But I'm not going to give the game away on here because I know his wife watches on here and I want it to be a total surprise. But I have got a bit of a fun card I'm going to do. So I will let you see. I won't let you see it. I'll have to give it to him on Friday when I see him. But I had to order something today to make it fun. I like to make cards appropriate to the people I'm giving them to. And, you know, this one is going to be so appropriate to him. But I had to order something quickly off of Amazon last night that's coming today or tomorrow in order to complete this card. So that's a fun one I'm looking forward to doing this week. And then I've got bits and pieces to make for my own family. And I'm sure somebody else will come in with something and say, oh, Lynn, can you just do this? And if I can, I will. So anyway, for now, I'm going to go. Ailey's waving goodbye. Debs is saying goodbye. And Sarah is saying, see you in the chat, Lynn. And she means see me in the chat over on Crafters Companion. So thanks for joining me, folks. You love the glasses and the Christmas hat. The rest of my glasses and my Christmas hats are on the top of my wardrobe, and there's no way I'm going to stand on a chair and get them down. So I'm going to ask if my neighbour can come in and get the boxes down so I can ring the changes so it's not always the same every day, because I've got so many Christmas things. Somewhere I've got my wonderful big Christmas bow that I bought, but I don't know which box it's in. I'll have to get the neighbours in. Anyway, I'm sure they'll do that for me. So that's it for now, folks. So I'm going to go. Have a lovely day, or a lovely, oh no, those of you at the end of your day, have a lovely sleep, and I'll see you tomorrow. Stay safe, and, you know, keep in touch. If you need a chat, just reach out, because, you know, sometimes we feel a bit like, oh, life is not the best. Let's have a chat with somebody. So that's what this Go Live Granny community has done and been about for a long time. So let's do that. Bye for now. See you soon. Night, Hazel.